Welcome back. Welcome to our election special, Road to Lok Sabha 2024. Nothing can be more dramatic than what's happening in the Rajya Sabha for the seats, 10 seats that are up for grabs, and huge political drama that's unfolding. And if you thought this was only about Rajya Sabha, well, this is quite reflective of what we are going to be expecting in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections also. Let me explain this to you. I'm also being joined by our panelists, very seasoned journalists who will take us through all of these details. But first, let me give you an overall picture. And remember, as I explain this to you, this will also bring out the North versus South paradigm change in terms of the political narrative and the challenges before the political parties. In Himachal Pradesh, there was only one seat up for grab, but a huge embarrassment that is possibly up for the Chief Minister. Congress candidate Abhishek Singhvi is on the edge of a massive defeat, despite the fact that Congress won 40 out of 68 seats in the 2022 elections. Also had the support of independent lawmakers. BJP fielded ex-Congress MLA Harsh Mahajan and forced the Congress literally into a contest. The results can be extremely embarrassing for Chief Minister Sukhwinder Sukhu, for also the fact that the cross-voting seems to have been done for the party that's in the opposition, quite frankly. Well, experts say nothing shocks in politics, but look at this. In Uttar Pradesh, 7 SP MLAs have cross-voted, and Akhilesh Yadav was quick to retort that fielding a third candidate was a test that surely the SP has failed. Even the chief whip of SP resigned today. 10 seats were up for grabs. In the dinner hosted by Akhilesh Yadav, remember, 8 MLAs had not turned up. The chief whip today resigned and very dramatically said, I've been elected by God-like people and I'm answerable only to them. We'll play out that bite in a bit, but I'm also trying to get my panelists at this point. So I'm just giving you an overall of what really has been unfolding till now. Now, quite contrast to what's happening up north. Look at what's happening up south, down south. In Karnataka, it seems to be a very different game where Congress seems to be getting the votes, or at least claims that it will get votes from the BJP-JDS combined. And, well, of course, now it's apparently on record that MLA ST Somashekar has voted for the Congress. Quite a few challenges here as well. So very, very different political landscapes at this point. Let's try and get you reactions. But first, let me just go over to my panelists at this point. I'm being joined by Smita Gupta as well as K.A. Shaji. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us. Smith, and I'm really sorry for keeping you, both of you, waiting for so long. We were expecting the results to come in earlier, but we're still waiting for them. But looking at what's unfolding right now, Smita Gupta, how do you look at what's happening? I mean, who would have thought the Rajya Sabha elections could have gotten so exciting, but quite a mirror for the political parties?
Well, I think first one really needs to look at the leadership of the BJP. The BJP is a party, its leadership is such that even though it looks invincible and it isn't a majority in the country, it will chase even a single seat. And that is why, they will,
Absolutely.
even in a Rajya Sabha election, they take it very, very seriously. And they have used, the usual, nobody changes sides without some allurement. So therefore, for instance, in Himachal, the Congress should have won this seat clearly. You have said that Abhishek Singhvi has lost a seat. Is that what you're saying?
No, we don't know that yet. He's on the verge of it. We don't know. The results are not out yet.
Okay.
He's on the verge. That may just about happen, but we don't know.
If he loses it, I mean, because there was a huge margin. It isn't like Uttar Pradesh where it was much
Absolutely.
narrower, where there were enough votes for 10 MPs to be elected, 7 from the BJP and 3 from the Samajwadi. But the BJP introduced an eighth candidate, making it 11 candidates. So over there, if the Samajwadi Party is not able to win its 3 seats, it will be much more understandable. Uh, Even though, because at the last minute, some MLA from some party might have crossed over. But in Himachal Pradesh, if Abhishek Singhvi loses, it's really huge, absolutely huge. By contrast, you mentioned Karnataka, where the Congress seems, as you said, to have an upper hand. I think the Congress leaders in Karnataka have learned their lessons. They are much more alert than I think their leaders in the north. This finally, I'd like to just say
Right.
one more thing. If the Samajwadi Party Congress alliance in UP is not able to win its 3 seats, it's a big blow for the alliance, just as the defeat of possible defeat of Mr. Abhishek Singhvi in Himachal will be a big blow to the Congress party.
No, look at this. I mean, Smita, the dynamics, even if you're a person who's not looking at the numbers very closely, even if you're a viewer who's not taking keen interest in what's unfolding in the Rajya Sabha, this shift in dynamics is going to draw anybody's attention. Himachal should have been a clean sweep. And look at Samajwadi Party just 2 days after the big alliance that was announced for Rahul Gandhi. And quite frankly, since the Yatra began, this seemed to be the first big political day, 25th, when Akhilesh, Priyanka and Rahul joined together. And now you have even the chief whip who has resigned. You have at least 7 MLAs who have cross-voted. At least that's the count that we have. Hugely embarrassing at this point. That's the least one could really say. K. Shaji, but the South contours are very, very different. And one does see they seem to be taking these resort politics very seriously. I think the Congress has learned very fast and quick there, hasn't it?
The thing is that the situation in the south is totally different from what we are now witnessing in Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. And more than what now shows is more than what the poor state of affairs in the opposition, it also reflects the scant regard the ruling party is giving to the democracy. They are totally fudging the people's mandate. And they are using, the money might have been involved, pressure might have been involved, also the central agencies might have been involved in taking away the MLAs of other parties. In the case of Himachal Pradesh, the state in which the Congress is ruling, we are now hearing that the ruling party MLAs are switching loyalty, and one of the senior leaders of the Congress party is getting the possibility of getting defeated. But in the case of Karnataka, the political situation is a different one. And among the southern Indian states, Karnataka was the first laboratory of BJP. That was the only state in which the BJP was able to gain administration on different occasions. But now, the organizationally, BJP is very weak in Karnataka. And their alliance partner, Janata Dal Secular, is also in a very poor condition of organizational structure. So they are very weak while comparing to the rest of India. So in Karnataka, the BJP is hugely divided, deeply divided, and most of the leaders are having different opinions about the national leadership, and practically the national leadership having very little clout on the local leaders, the disgruntled leaders in Karnataka. So the situation in Karnataka is totally different one. And that is why the Congress is now making major gains. Even after the election, in the last assembly election, Congress won. Then it took many months for the BJP to find even an opposition leader. That is the state of affairs in BJP, in the BJP's Karnataka unit.
That's true.
So the situation is totally different in the south. And also there are, in the case of Kerala or Tamil Nadu, and even in the case of Telangana, the BJP is not able to make any significant electoral advantages in the last assembly elections. So the situation, as you
In
mentioned
fact,
earlier,
Shaji,
there
it's
is a
very
difference
safe to
between-
say, isn't it? It's very safe to say that what's unfolding in North, particularly as we see the Rajya Sabha elections, to what's unfolding, say, in Karnataka with the Rajya Sabha elections, the results, of course, are awaited, but at least with what we are seeing, it's very safe to say the political battle lines for the North versus the South are clearly drawn, and they are very, very different political landscapes.
very different political landscapes. Totally agree with you.
Right. Okay, Shaji, I'll just get back to you. I'm being joined right now by Ranjita. Ranjita, what is the situation right now? What are you picking up from the ground, Ranjita?
बिल्कुल, देखिए काउंटिंग की जो प्रक्रिया है वो शुरू कराई गई थी। सूत्रों का कहना है कि वहाँ एक विधायक जो है उनके वोट को रद्द करने की मांग को लेकर बीजेपी हंगामा करने लगी और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि इस विधायक के वोट को रद्द किया जाए, जिसके बाद हंगामे के बाद वोटिंग को रोक दिया गया है। सूत्रों का ये कहना है कि जो 9 क्रॉस वोटिंग की बात कही जा रही है, जिसमें से 6 जो है वो कांग्रेस के विधायक हैं और बाकी 3 जो है वो निर्दलीय विधायक हैं, जो पिछली बार विधानसभा चुनाव में बीजेपी के रेबल रहे हैं और उन्होंने आज बीजेपी के जो उम्मीदवार है उनके समर्थन में वोट किया है। लगातार जो अपडेट निकलकर सामने आ रहे हैं उसमें कहीं ना कहीं ये दिख रहा है कि कांग्रेस के जो उम्मीदवार है अभिषेक मनु सिंघवी, उनके लिए परेशानी बढ़ती नजर आ रही है। उनकी राह आसान नहीं दिख रही है। राज्यसभा को लेकर जो 6 विधायकों का हम जिक्र कर रहे हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के, उनके नाम कुछ इस तरह है: सुधीर शर्मा, राजेंद्र राणा, रवि ठाकुर, इंद्र दत्त, लखनपाल, चैतन्य शर्मा और देवेंद्र भुट्टो। ये 6 कांग्रेस के विधायक हैं जिन्होंने क्रॉस वोटिंग करी है। तो सिचुएशन जो है वो किसी भी तरफ जा सकती है। 34-34 पर भी फंस सकता है मामला, क्योंकि 35 जो विधायक हैं उनके वोट की जरूरत है जीतने के लिए, लेकिन अभी तक जो तस्वीर दिख रही है उसमें क्लियर मेजॉरिटी किसी भी उम्मीदवार की तरफ नहीं आ रही है।
रंजीता, आप ये बताइए, वहां पे जो पॉलिटिकल रिएक्शंस निकल के आ रही हैं, जो ये क्रॉस वोटिंग से जो रिएक्शंस आ रही हैं, जो पॉलिटिकल बातचीत हो रही है, इसमें कैसे रिएक्शंस उभर के आए हैं? ये लोग हंस रहे हैं वहां पे, एक्सपेक्टेड था, शॉक में है वहां पे, क्या माहौल है अभी?
देखिए, आप 35 सीटें, मतलब 35 विधायकों के वोट पर एक राज्यसभा सीट हिमाचल में आती है और कांग्रेस कहीं ना कहीं कंफर्टेबल मेजॉरिटी में थी। यही वजह है कि अपने एक बड़े नेता को कांग्रेस ने राज्यसभा का टिकट दिया। अभिषेक मनु सिंघवी ना सिर्फ कांग्रेस के बड़े नेता बल्कि देश के जाने माने वकील भी हैं। पार्टी को यह लग रहा था कि यहां से कंफर्टेबली वो जीत कर आएंगे, लेकिन जिस तरह से 6 विधायकों ने क्रॉस वोटिंग की है, सूत्रों का यह कहना है, क्योंकि कुछ विधायकों से हमारी भी बातचीत हुई है, उनकी नाराजगी मुख्यमंत्री सुखविंदर सिंह सुक्खू से है, उनके कामकाज को लेकर है। सवाल या निशान में मुख्यमंत्री खुद आ रहे हैं। इन जो नाराज विधायक हैं उनका कहना है कि हमारी नाराजगी कांग्रेस पार्टी से नहीं बल्कि मुख्यमंत्री से है और कहीं ना कहीं अपनी नाराजगी को उन्होंने क्रॉस वोटिंग के जरिए दिखाई है। अब देखना होगा कि लीडरशिप इस पर क्या कार्रवाई करती है, लेकिन सबकी निगाह इसी पर टिकी हुई है कि
बार काउंटिंग ऑफिसरों को धमका रहे हैं। ये लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। अभी आपने अभी देखा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता बार बार आके बोल रहे हैं कि वोट क्यों डालने दिया। अगर आप वोट ही नहीं डालने देंगे तो कैसे लोकतंत्र और राज्यसभा में चुनावों में वोटों की गिनती कैसे शुरू होगी? कितनी देर इन्होंने वोटों की गिनती को रोकी है। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो हिमाचल इकाई के जो नेता है उनको कहना चाहूंगा, सब्र रखिए और इतना ज्यादा लोगों को दबाव में मत डालिए। और जो विधायकों को लेकर सीआरपीएफ की और हरियाणा पुलिस की कॉन्वे जो लेके गई है, वो 5-6 विधायकों को लेकर गए हैं और निश्चित तौर पर मैं कह सकता हूं कि जो लोग गए हैं उनके परिवार के लोग उनसे संपर्क कर रहे हैं और वो अपने परिवार से जरूर संपर्क करें और इसमें कोई घबराने की बात नहीं है। लोकतंत्र में मत पक्ष और विपक्ष दोनों रहते हैं, लेकिन विपक्ष जिस प्रकार की गुंडागर्दी हिमाचल प्रदेश में करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, हिमाचल की जनता उसको कभी स्वीकार नहीं करेगी।
क्या किडनैप किए से विधायक?
अरे भाई, अभी तो काउंटिंग शुरू होगी और हमारे पास पूरी मेजॉरिटी है। डोंट वरी, आप घबराइए मत, आपको पूरी मिलेगी। और मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूँ, हिमाचल की जनता के
My legislators will not budge an inch. I'm very happy that including various political party leaders also have helped us.
Sir, lastly, Karnataka is the only state where we are seeing a BJP MLA having voted for the Congress. How are you viewing this?
I don't know about it. I can't tell. I don't know who has voted to us. I don't know have any. I don't have. It is a confidential vote. I don't know about it.
And how will this impact the Lok Sabha polls, sir? How will this impact the Lok Sabha polls?
Right, I'm being joined. Let's just go back to my panelist K. Shaji at this point. K. Shaji, you just heard DK Shivkumar speak. Now, look at the language that he used. Again, he was also very clear about this, K. Shaji. He said it's a confidential vote. Well, that's not really the line that you would see politicians draw up north. They are quite open with the cross-voting, who has voted for whom. It's no secret. It's not even any open secret for that matter. That, again, a very distinct variation between what we are seeing in the north as well as the south, though it's gone very clearly on the record about who has voted from the rival BJP-JDS to the Congress. It's there in the public domain. It's been officially said by the BJP as well.
In the case of Congress, the Congress party lacks at the national level a tactician like Shivakumar, because this person, he is known for his political strategies. He is famous for winning people from the opposition side. And now looks, the Karnataka's Congress, as I said earlier, the Congress in Karnataka remains more solid than the opposition BJP. That is a total contrasting picture of the total political scene of India. So this is that is why in the beginning you mentioned there is a kind of two different kinds of political alignments. The South Indian political alignment is totally in contrast with parties appearing in the North. So in the case of South India...
All right. Shaji, thank you very much for joining us. We are totally out of time. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'm being told to wrap up. Thank you very much for joining us with that perspective. Do tune in every day at 6:30 for our election special.